Okay, so I am gonna help you fix your form for your squats and your lunges. I can't wait to break this down for you. Okay, before we go any further, I want to do a quick correction on squats and lunges, okay? So that split lunge position and that squat position, these are the biggest mistakes that I see happen for a lot of people, and a lot of humans make this over and over again, and it's gonna affect your training, it will affect your knees, it will let's just get in there and let's fix those squats, okay? If you have a mirror at home, I do encourage you to get it out so that you can see your body position. So starting with the squat position, it is, if we're going for our classic squat, okay, it is the feet, the knees, the hips, so everything tracks directly underneath your hips. And again, know your hips are way out here. I want you to get into that alignment, okay? So where your natural hip is where your knee needs to go, okay? And then we travel down to the ankles and then to the feet. Some people have a slightly better feel when their feet are slightly turned out, and that is okay. We all have different bodies, so we want to find the right positioning for you. One of the biggest things that you do not do with a squat is start by pushing the knees forward, okay? And then hitting that. So I want you to think about this as a hinge. So I'm gonna change my position for you. Okay, we're gonna start in that feet hip width apart. We're gonna activate that core, and I want you to lead with your glute, okay? So I'm gonna then show you the angle of the leg from here. So the knees don't track out this way or inward or over the toes. We're gonna start by hinging the butt back. The butt goes back, yeah. So I want you to think about the glute leading here. Eyes are slightly forward and down so that we've got the chin here out of the chest, and we're gonna hinge that into that position. I'm gonna bring my eye line down so that I have that nice straight spine. And this is what I want you to find, is that the knees do not track over the toes this way, okay? We're gonna push the weight back into the heels. We're gonna activate the core. We're gonna find this position, and then we're gonna come up out of the pocket, squeeze at the top, okay? A lot of things that might happen are the knees bow in. I want you to think about pressing the thighs out here, okay? So those are some of the common things that I like to correct. It isn't this. It is the butt goes back, the weight in the heels here. We're gonna close the rib cage and we're gonna come up. Let's fix those squats, super important. Next one is that lunge, so that split lunge position, okay? So a lot of times when we're lunging or we're lunge walking, we set up way too narrow. I'm gonna show you what I mean. So, and then we are wobbly and we're wondering why we don't have the stability that we need. So if we set up in a lunge position that is super narrow like this, it feels like look at me, I'm not exaggerating. That is where my body wants to go. It wants to wobble. And then I'm not gonna be able to load this up properly. I'm not gonna be able to get heavier weights. And that's where we wanna go. We wanna increase incrementally, right? So when you set up for that split lunge position or a walking lunge or a lunge of any kind, the magic ticket, you guys, is this. We're gonna take it to a bit of a angle, okay? So I am not gonna line my legs up in this, it seems like we should be in this straight alignment. We're gonna actually open and have a bit of a sort of space between the two. And then what happens is when I start to lunge, I have way more stability with this slight step out. Okay, this is where I'll be able to walking lunge travel and stay nice and stable. Sometimes we can't drop the full knee down to the floor, and that's fine, even if it's just a low squat position and not all the way to the ground and up. But I want you to try those little tips, okay? Try to set up in that sort of staggered position. See what that does for you. I hope this really helped you. I want you guys to work with proper form and function. That is what is gonna build your bodies up, not tear them down. Hey, you amazing humans. I just wanted to let you know that I run online classes every week and personal training sessions online as well. You can register at my website at fitbitchmichelle.wordpress.com. I can't wait to hear from you.